Hello guys, it's me, Miss P. I'm here to help you make a collagraph. So you can see here I have two pieces of cardboard. I just cut them out of a popcorn box, so they're pretty easy. I'm using them because they're nice and thin. Make sure you have both sides of the box. Now what I got here is I'm just gonna draw a little bit of a winter scene. And I went on a hike today, it was kind of cold, so I decided I was gonna draw a scarf and a hat and some mittens. So you can see I'm drawing the scarf so it's kind of divided apart, and you will see why I'm doing that very soon. So yeah, here I am, I'm drawing out the scarf, and then I'm going to draw the mittens. And I'm trying to make my shapes pretty simple because I'm eventually going to have to cut them out of the cardboard. This is a good time, I guess, to describe what a collagraph is. A collagraph will be me copying this design onto two pieces of cardboard. And on one piece of cardboard, I am going to cut out the pieces, and on the other piece of cardboard, I'm going to take those cut out pieces and paste them on. So right now, I'm drawing my drawing with a pretty thick, dark pencil line. I want it like that because I'm going to end up having to transfer this drawing onto my cardboard. So it is pretty important that it's nice and thick. So I'm doing that right now. And once I do that, I am going to be ready to get it onto the other cardboard. Alright, here we go. I've got my cardboard over there, and then I'm going to put some pieces of tape down actually to make sure that my cardboard is nice and secured. You don't have to do this, but it will help on the transfer because you're going to need this to stay nice and steady if you want to copy that over. So since I drew really hard, I'm going to draw it really hard again on the front of my paper. And I'm just going to copy over that design. By pushing really hard on the front of my paper, it'll transfer over the drawing I did on the back. So I can see a little bit of raised portions here, maybe you can too, where I drew it on because I drew it so dark. So I'm going to those raised sections and I'm just going over them with my pencil. So it will transfer over. I'm not doing those little hearts that I put on there because I actually have a heart hole puncher. And I added those hearts just because I thought I could punch the hearts out of the cardboard and they'd be really cute. So I'm not too worried about those little hearts on the outside. But I just really want to get this all transferred over onto my cardboard. So let's see if it worked. Oh, and it did. Very nice. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this in Sharpie to make sure that everything is nice and clear. This will just make it a lot easier when I am cutting it out or deciding where to put my pieces, things like that. So I'm just going to outline this all in Sharpie. So now I'm going to take my other piece of cardboard and I'm going to actually make an attempt to copy that same design onto my other piece of cardboard. Now this is not essential if your design is not that complicated. And I do want to state here that you don't have to make exactly what I made. You can make a slightly different winter design. I just want it to be a winter design. So now I'm actually trying to take my scissors and just push that, it's graphite inside of a pencil. I'm trying to push that onto my cardboard. I don't think it's going to come out as nicely because I already did this transfer once. But if it doesn't come out that nicely, that's okay because this piece of cardboard that I'm working on now is going to be the piece I cut the little pieces out of, I'm pretty sure. And I pretty much know what I want, so even though it's not that transferred over, I'm just going over it with the Sharpie anyway. And it's not going to be perfect, but, you know, again, I'm not too concerned about it. I'm just checking in with the other design I made to make sure they match enough. And there we go. All right, real quick here, I'm showing you that I am cutting out all of these little pieces. So again, I try to make my pieces really simple so I'd be able to cut them out. Oh, actually, I guess my the other cardboard was going to be the one I cut out of. So I'm just cutting out these shapes and I'm going to paste them either with school glue or a glue stick onto one of my pieces of cardboard so that they'll stand up a little bit. So it does take a while to do that, so I think I'll speed it up, but just use school glue or glue stick glue. I tried using both actually, and I found either work, and sometimes glue stick glue is a little bit better just because school glue can get a little sticky and messy. So that's what I'm up to now. Okay, I actually want to mention another thing that I was doing when I was putting on these glue pieces just now. So you'll see that at the bottoms of my scarf and on my hat, I've got some little ridges, and I'm hoping those come out nicely. I've made collagraphs before, but I've never tried this. But basically, I made two cuts, one facing kind of inward, and I'm showing you now, and one facing the other direction, so I can pull out a really thin, tall triangle from it. You do not have to do this. Again, you don't have to make the design I made. You can use it for inspiration. Actually, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you another collagraph that I originally made. But see, yeah, I did that for my the little puff ball at the top of my hat. And now I'm going to try that thing I mentioned before with the cardboard hearts. And, they're so much smaller than I remember, and I put too much glue on there, and it's just going to end up being really messy and kind of a wreck. So, I have to wipe away all this glue. Don't be like me. Use glue stick glue if you're going to use tiny pieces like this, or don't use tiny pieces at all, obviously. I thought I was clever. But yeah, that was the outcome. It's fine. It's all good. They ended up going on just fine with some glue stick glue. So if you want to do this even with like a regular 3-hole punch, it works if you're trying to make a scene with snow to just cut out those little circles, or no, 3-hole punch out those little circles. And you can use them as like nice, perfect snow circular pieces. Oh, there's my other collagraph that I was going to show you guys. So got my collagraph. I was going to put it under this piece of paper, but I think I ended up just getting a lot of glue on that paper. And I did decide I wanted to do construction paper for my my relief sort of my relief image that I was going to make from the cardboard. So I ended up getting a crayon here, and I'm going to give this my first shot, or I thought I was. Yeah, I think I end up going to get a piece of construction paper here. So many failures occurred, but it's alright. This is not the greatest color to use on here, but I just want to show you like how it comes out. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so we're seeing it. And you're getting, now you can kind of get the idea of what I mean by this whole process. So you can see everything a little bit. I think I'm going to go for a better color here, and then you'll be able to see this a lot better. I don't know what it was about this blue crayon, maybe it was old or something, but it didn't show up super well. So if you're able, it's better to use a dark color here. I'd go for this purple, and it just ends up working like so much better. So yeah, now it's coming out, and I'm like, man, that looks pretty cool. Nice. So I like that a lot. Still some glue on the back, but that's okay. Just give it time to dry before you do this. Okay, so now that I have that, I did want to show you my other collagraph and what that looks like. So I did it before, but it's the same with that blue that's like kind of a lame blue. So I'm like trying to line it up where I put it. But it might not be totally lined up. I'm going to do it anyway because I want my purple crayon. I was just like, wow, this purple crayon looks awesome. So I had to try it again. So we'll see it. Same idea. Another idea for a winter collagraph you can make. Just about finishing up here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see what you make. Once again, it's me, Miss P. I'm so thrilled for for this project. These are going to be awesome. So I hope you enjoy and see you soon. Bye bye.